Hello, my happy readers. It's Shed Time Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a wonderful story all about kindness. The title is Usamah's Wishful Powers, Making a Difference. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Lotte Cass, and the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Kenya Mylatika. Now we're going to meet Usamah, who discovers he has magical powers. But I wonder, how is he going to use them? Shall we read and find out? Dear young readers, welcome to the wonderful world of Usamah's wishful powers, making a difference. Before you embark on this inspiring journey, I'd like to share a simple but powerful message with you. Kindness is a language that everyone understands, regardless of our differences. It has the power to brighten someone's day, heal wounds, and create a world filled with compassion and empathy. In this story, you will witness Usamah's incredible journey as he discovers his unique abilities and uses them to help those in need. Along the way, he learns that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference. I encourage you to carry the spirit of kindness with you as you read this story and go about your daily lives. Treat others with respect, lend a helping hand, and always remember to be kind to others, just as you would want them to be kind to you. Together, let's create a world where kindness and understanding are cherished values. May this story inspire you to believe in yourself, embrace empathy, and make a positive impact on the lives of those around you. With warmest wishes, Lotte Cass, the author. Usamah was an ordinary boy who loved playing basketball with his best friend named Leo. They spent hours every day practicing their moves, especially on sunny days. One day, while they were playing, Usamah's friend Leo accidentally kicked the ball too hard and it flew into an abandoned building. "Oops, I didn't mean to do that," Leo said, looking sad. Usamah didn't want to lose his favorite basketball, so he went to retrieve it. As he walked through the old building, he stumbled upon a strange, glowing crystal. Without thinking, he picked it up, and suddenly he felt a surge of energy flow through him. As he tried to understand what was happening, he felt a strange sensation but couldn't figure out what it was. He went back to his friend as if nothing had happened. Leo noticed that the ball Usamah took from the abandoned house was dirty and said, "Oh, look, the ball is so dirty." Usamah looked at the ball and said, "Yes, you're right. I wish it was clean again." As soon as he said it, the ball was suddenly clean. They both couldn't believe what just happened. The ball was cleaner than ever before. Leo was surprised and asked, "Do you have superpowers or something?" "What happened?" Leo said. "Wait, let's try again. I want an ice cream," he continued. Usamah gave it a try and replied, confused, "Ice cream B." And suddenly, Leo was holding an ice cream. "Unbelievable," said Leo. That's when Usamah explained what happened to his friend and realized that the strange glowing crystal gave him the power to make wishes come true. He couldn't believe it. "This is amazing," he thought to himself. Excited by his new abilities, Usamah couldn't wait to fulfill one of his biggest dreams, to help those in need. He knew that with great power comes great responsibility, and he was determined to use his powers for good while being careful. On his way home, he saw a homeless man sitting by the side of the road. The man looked thirsty, so Usamah immediately saw an opportunity and used his power to create a bottle of water, milk, and juice to give to the poor man. The man was surprised and grateful. "Thank you so much, young man. You have no idea how much this means to me," he said. Usamah felt happy to have made a difference. He knew that small acts of kindness could go a long way in making someone's day a little bit better. He smiled and went back home. He didn't say anything to his parents, but felt immense joy knowing he had powers that could assist people in need. From that moment on, he was determined to help anyone he encountered along his path who needed help. The next day, Usamah set out to help more people while keeping his identity a secret. He came across a homeless woman who was shivering in the cold. Using his power, Usamah created a warm jacket and scarf and gave them to the woman to keep her warm. She was amazed and thanked Usamah for his kindness. Usamah felt a sense of satisfaction in helping others. He knew that sometimes all it takes is a little bit of kindness to make a big impact. As he walked further down the road, he found another homeless woman who looked very hungry. Usamah used his power to create a large pizza for the woman to eat. The woman's eyes widened in surprise, and she couldn't believe that she was finally able to eat. Usamah continued to use his powers to help others in need, always keeping his identity a secret. With each wish he granted, he felt stronger and more confident in his abilities. As Usamah's story spread throughout the town, people began to wonder who this mysterious superhero was, always helping those in need. One day, a little girl approached Usamah while he was walking down the street. "Did you hear about the mysterious superhero who grants wishes?" she asked, looking up at him with wide eyes. Usamah smiled at her. "I don't know about that," he said, trying to play it cool. "But it's nice to hear that someone cares about people in need," Usamah continued. The little girl smiled and went on her way. Usamah continued on his way, feeling happy and fulfilled. He knew that he was making a difference in some people's lives. The next day, Usamah set out on his mission to help more people. As he walked through the park, he saw a little girl crying. He went up to her and asked her what was wrong. The girl told Usamah that she had lost her favorite toy and was upset. Without thinking twice, Usamah used his power to create an exact replica of her toy and gave it to the girl. The girl's eyes widened in surprise, and she hugged Usamah tightly. "Thank you for finding my toy. You're my hero," she said. Usamah felt a warm feeling in his chest, knowing that he had made a difference in the little girl's life. He said goodbye and continued on his way. As he walked down the street, Usamah noticed an old man struggling to carry his groceries. Usamah walked up to him and offered to help him carry his bags. The old man was happy for the help and told Usamah that he had been having a difficult time lately. Usamah used his power to make the man's wish come true. He created a small pouch of money and gave it to the old man. The old man's eyes widened in amazement, and he thanked Usamah for his kindness. As Usamah continued to help people, his reputation as a mysterious superhero grew even more. People started to wonder who this kind-hearted hero was, always appearing out of nowhere to help those in need. Usamah knew that he had to be careful not to reveal his true identity. He continued to help others, always keeping his powers a secret. He knew that even though he couldn't solve all of the world's problems, he could make a real difference in the lives of those he helped. Usamah never sought recognition or fame. He knew that his actions were making a real difference around him. As Usamah walked home, he knew that he had found his true calling, and he was proud of it. Be a hero in your own way. You too have the power to make a difference. Usamah continued to use his powers to help those in need, and he felt like a true superhero. Remember, each one of you has the potential to be a superhero in your own unique way. Dream big, be kind, and believe in yourself. Together, let's create a world where acts of goodness and positivity are celebrated. What an incredible and inspiring story that was! Usamah did have magical powers, and he used those powers to spread kindness to all those around him. Usamah realized that showing such kindness made others feel better about themselves, and it also made him feel good. Usamah learned that spreading just a little bit of kindness really can make a big difference. I wonder, how do you think you could spread some kindness to those around you? In the back of this book, there are some key lessons all about kindness and the difference it can make. I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you'll be ready for the next book we can share together. Bye-bye!